Hi, welcome back to Fashion Illustration Tribe. It's Laura Volpintesta, and I've been meaning to make this post for a while. It's one of the most important topics, and it's really directed towards, makes a lot of sense for fashion design, but it also makes a lot of sense for everything in life. I always say that the deeper you go into learning about anything, the more you learn about everything. And that's how this kind of applies to all things. So I'm going to go right in. What I wanted to talk to you about was there's a lot of myths out there about art and design, and especially someone who's aspiring to be a designer or a business owner or a singer or an artist or anything. So you have this assumption, a lot of assumptions about the successful people that you see out there. You see their best work, beautiful work, and you say, wow, when I go to make my first attempts, I'm sure that I can never achieve what they're achieving. But there's a lot of secrets about the process of creation. And one of the biggest ones I want you to think about is that they're all sort of related. One of them is called warming up. Warming up is giving yourself the time to get into a groove before you start judging anything you've done. And that doesn't necessarily mean over months. That can mean in one sitting. Give yourself maybe a few hours, or even if you only have half an hour to work on a drawing or a song, but let yourself warm up first. My drawing students, without a doubt, when they post their drawings in order for an assignment, let's say I assign 10 drawings, those last few are gold. And it's amazing how you can just see it every time. First you feel kind of stiff, kind of rickety, kind of tentative, and then things get better and better. And the last few, there's just this flow. The whole drawing feels whole, integrated, and they're kind of soaring or flying. It's like the difference between learning to walk and learning to fly. But that comes from warming up. So remember always to give yourself time to, in the case of drawing or in anything, to do a few sketches at the beginning that you know that you can throw them out. Don't judge them so harshly. Don't take them so seriously, and don't be so hard on yourself. Because everyone who's doing it started somewhere, and you're starting. So that's warming up. The second one is related. It's called be willing to throw away. So you need to be able to know that, like I said, you can throw away half of your sketches. One great piece of feedback I got from a design student she said, the most useful thing you taught me, Laura, was that concept of drawing so much more than you need. Always draw extra, always design extra, always do more, because that gives you that freedom of, instead of having to come up with 5 perfect designs, draw 15, draw 20, and you see what happens. I don't even have to tell you. You go, you try that, and you see, because then you're just selecting the best. Plus, you've warmed up, so it may be the first 5 are the ones you throw out. Maybe not. Something to think about. So always sketch more than you need, and realize that these great illustrators you see, great designers, great whatever, they're throwing things away. You have to be willing to do that. In fact, you may even be cutting off parts and gluing other pieces on. There's a lot more process involved there than you may think. Another amazing step is cropping. You might create a bunch of drawings you're not so happy with, but when you crop them, meaning, you may choose, instead of using the 4 edges of the paper, but you may cut it here, cut it here, cut it here. Where you choose to cut and frame your piece, just like when you take a camera and you zoom in on a certain part of something, might make a part of that drawing may be brilliant, and that's the part you're going to use, and you let the rest go. There was one more. It was throwing away, it was warming up, and now I'm blanking out on the third. But they're all related, and the point is to begin, to go easy on yourself, to begin and let the process unfold. Let things get better as you go. Don't judge yourself from the very first second you put that pen on the paper. Let yourself make a mess before you aim for any kind of perfection. Sometimes I'll spend an hour on one drawing that just gets worse and worse. And then I'll pull out a new page, and in 10 minutes, 5 minutes, something brilliant pours out. And I laugh at myself. I think it's funny, it's strange, but it happens. It's true. So you have to give yourself that space. Please be kind to yourself. And you will see that if you love something, it's because you have it in you. You couldn't possibly want to be creating art and creating fashion and creating anything if it wasn't already being created inside. You've got it. So the process of bringing it from the inside to the outside is a bumpy one, but it's the perfect example for everything in life that's good. It's the perfect experience that you can have to help others along their way. So that's what I'm here to do in my courses at Fashion Illustration Tribe. I just want to bring you over that big bump from what's inside you to what's on the outside. Starting with the figure drawing, model drawing, creating a collection of clothes that works, makes sense, and being able to draw and understand the details. So come on down to the blog if you want to check out my articles. Lots of things that can help you, or you can sign up for the course and we could do the whole thing. But either way, I just hope that this video has helped you, and if it has, feel free to share it with your friends. And I'll see you soon. I'm going to keep it short, 7 minutes, lucky number. Have a great day. Bye.